During our club visitations, we distribute Z cards to these players. The Z cards contains a lot of educative information, like your right as a player, the kind of food you need to eat, the importance of rest and holidays, life after football, proper investment whilst you are playing actively, insurance, social securities, etc., etc. At your ages, though you have been scouted, you need to be scouted again to become a professional player by international scouts. Scouting is, in a short definition, is all about identifying or knowing the qualities of a player before any other person. It could also be defined as following the career of a young player for his development. In professional scouting, we have something we call the four corners of elite player development. This is something that scouts, it's like a template. That is what scouts follow when they scout players like you, especially when they come down from Europe to Africa. These are things that they look after. And therefore, I'll spend a little bit of time to explain further these kind of things, as they'll be very, very essential and important for you as you aspire to be professional players. First on the point is what we call technique, tactical knowledge, and understanding of the player. When a scout comes to see a game, or if he comes to see a player, he looks out for the technique of the player. He analyzes your passing technique, your shooting technique, your heading techniques, and other stuffs. At your age, it's very important that you get used to these informations so that it could be at the back of your head whenever you are playing for somebody to scout you. The second step is the strength, physique, and structure of the player. Depending on which market the scout is coming from, they consider structure as well. When we take the German market or the Italian market, it is a game that is very, very physical. And therefore, the scouts from those regions consider the structure and the strength of a player. It is not necessarily important for you to be huge or 7 foot or 6 foot tall, but then if you are tiny and short, you need to compensate that with something else. Aggressiveness, make sure you go to the gym, and make sure you are very, very fit. When I used to play, I'm not huge, but I'm very, very aggressive. It's not easy to take me down. The third and the fourth points are very, very important for players from this region, Africa, Ghana to be precise. That is the lifestyle of the player. That is the third point on the scouting template. And this is where most of our boys fail. You could be the best player with the best technique, with the best structure and everything, but if your lifestyle is not the best, you will never be scouted. No serious club or serious scout will take you seriously. When I talk about the lifestyle, I mean the first on the point is discipline. Is the player disciplined? Is he self-disciplined? Is he tactically disciplined? Is he time conscious? Does he respect time? These are the major points which often fails our players from Africa. When a player is given the time, 10 o'clock, you have to be there before 10 o'clock. If you are given 11 o'clock, be there before 11 o'clock. Make sure you give yourself ample time. You take into consideration certain factors that might cause you to be late, like traffic and unexpected incidents. The last part is the psychology of the player, your attitude. Are you temperamental? Do you easily get annoyed? Do you easily get fights with your teammates? Are you a team player? Are you able to cope in the squad? Because most times, clubs don't only look at a player. Football is a collective sport. Unlike tennis, whereby it's an individual sport where you have to rely on your own. Football is a collective sport, and therefore, both scouts or clubs, foreign clubs, make sure that every player they bring into the squad is a team player. It's somebody that could live with people. somebody that is not problematic, somebody that understands his fellow teammates, because he cannot do it alone. You can be the player with the best technique, like I said, the best strength, the best structure, but if you are not disciplined and you are not time abiding, you might not be selected, or you might not have the opportunity to realize your dream as a professional. You should have the correct attitude and always try to be a team player rather than an individual player. Our experience as ex-professional footballers, we know exactly what attributes in combination